Today I fucked up by going to the gynecologist for the first time. Obligatory. This didn't happen today but when I was a teenager. I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. I went to the gynecologist for my first exam, and I was a little nervous about what to expect. The doctor was super sweet, and I didn't feel uncomfortable at all. Here we are, mid-procedure, when I see a spider start dropping from the ceiling directly above my gyno's head. I decide to warn her of the incoming threat, and this is where I fucked up. Apparently, she was deathly afraid of spiders. All hell breaks loose. She's screaming and stomping. At this point the spider is Mia. I'm just sitting there, half naked with my legs strapped in stirrups, watching this event unfold. My pussy got a front row view of the whole thing. After she killed it, we carried on like nothing just happened. Thought I would share. TLDR. Went for my first gyno exam. Warned the doctor about a spider falling on her head. All hell breaks loose while I'm strapped into stirrups. Spiders invading people's privacy like the NSA. Itsy bitsy spider was trying to get to your waterspout. I'm still trying to reconcile being strapped into stirrups. Failed attempt at Spider-Woman origin story. I was much more afraid of where that spider could have ended up, and I'm so glad it didn't turn out that way. You have to be a special kind of unlucky for this to happen to you. When I read the title, I thought the first sentence would be, "I'm a dude." This old meme seems slightly relevant, but with spiders not centipedes. Today I fucked up by snooping on my father's computer, and finding out he might be a pedo? Today I fucked up by using my parents' computer. The title of this is a tad misleading. I, 31M, was visiting my parents for the holidays and needed to use the computer briefly for a work thing. I had quickly saved a file, and since I wasn't paying attention, didn't notice where it got saved. I searched for the file by partial name. And saw some other buried folders pop up. Here's where I fucked up. I clicked on one and it was absolutely teeming with porn. I know what you're thinking. But darker family secrets. Porn is a pretty normal thing. It would be naive of you to assume your dad doesn't consume it. Yeah, I know. But this was some real niche shit, and there was significant much of it. I am talking a terabyte of graphic porn organized by kink into folders, which on its own is a bit much. I'd rather not have seen it, but not the end of the world. Here's where I really fucked up. One folder was not titled at all, and amongst a sea of graphic and detailed descriptors in the names, that one really stood out. So I looked, wondering what was so different it required a blank title. It was photos of my ex-girlfriend from high school. But not actually photos of her, it was her face photoshopped onto porn stars in various positions. Suddenly my mind snapped back to all the times that he insisted on taking photos of people when they came over, an act that never once stood out to me at the time because it seemed like a normal thing to do, especially in the era of the smartphone and the desire to capture every moment in memory. But now I am looking at photos of my ex-girlfriend pasted onto porn scenes, and I'm so disgusted. It's obviously a huge violation of her for him to have done this, but what is really fucking me up is that we were underage when these photos were taken. About 15-18 at the time, I think. Does this make my dad a pedo? The bodies the faces were pasted onto were of age, or at least I assume, but he took my underage GFS face and put it on sexual photos. I have no idea what to do with any of this information, and it is burned into my brain. I always knew my dad had a really fucked up view of the world, racist, sexist, homophobic, etc. But this is so far past anything before I have heard from him. I don't know what to do with this newfound knowledge, and although I very rarely see him and don't very often speak with him, how will I look at him the same? Too long did not read. I found photos of my high school GF's face pasted onto porn stars on my father's computer and now don't know if he's a pedo, or how I'll ever look at him again. Fuck, this is heavy. What the fuck? This is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I see no good way this will play out by confronting him. Letting it simmer wouldn't be good too, cuz you'd always have it on your mind. Good luck on this one, op. Print it and hang it on the walls around the house to assert dominance. Hey, congrats, you just found the most valid reason to never have to put up with your dad ever again. Photoshop your scowling face over your exes and always use the scowl face in person. Or don't, he may try to F you. I would delete everything and never speak a word of it again. For all the English readers, pedophile is the British spelling of pedophile. Photoshop pictures of your mom's face on pornstar models to get back at him.